Good morning, everybody. If it's morning for you, it's definitely morning for me. Still got that morning voice, got that morning feeling, a little hesitation in the head here, but the coffee is definitely helping. So this morning I was reading as per usual, and the topic that I'll be discussing today is about judgment towards others. It's something I've been learning more and more about in the last few years, and it's an incredible thing. And I'm here to tell you that there's a way to be judgment free. It's not going to be easy, and every now and then, you're still going to judge others, and it's only natural. And the reason why these judgments come up is because of past memories in your life that cause you to have certain reactions internally, sometimes externally, where you will right away. That's how arguments start, especially when it comes around topics like religion, politics, and all sorts of things like that. Important things that people find important and need to be the topic of discussion. It's really cool to realize that, especially when you become more present with yourself, more aware of what's happening inside you, mentally, physically, emotionally. And, if you could think about a moment, whether it happened this week, because I'm sure, look, we judge others almost on a daily basis, all the time, all the time. Sometimes we don't even realize it because it's become so, the word I'm thinking is naturalized, meaning it's become so common, so habitual, that it's become very subconscious. So it's like you're on autopilot. So it's just like judgment after judgment after judgment. And, we get stuck on this hamster wheel of a non-judgment free life. And so, if you could think of a moment when you're like, yeah, I was definitely judging that person, or even judging yourself. When that happens, you stop and you think, you're like, okay, why? What am I feeling right now? All right, I don't like what they said. I don't agree with what they said. All right, why don't I agree with what they said? Well, because I don't agree that their point of view or opinion is correct, and the fact that they are so behind what they say, it bothers me. So, there could be some possibilities. It's like you are either judging them because you really don't believe what they're saying, or you don't like the fact that they have no qualms with saying their opinion. They actually might be saying it in a very calm manner, and that bothers you. And maybe that's because internally that you have struggled with being able to be calm, speak your mind, and to not be offended, not to be taken out of your center. And actually, you envy that person because they are able to do that. And the more calm they are, the more it upsets you. It upsets you because, we're kind of like mirrors. What we see in other people, it reflects back what we think about ourselves in that moment. And once you realize that, it's like, all right. Same thing with people who inspire us, or like we love hearing their interviews, their stories, this and that, people that we look up to. It's also because they're a mirror aspect of us. So if we see the goodness of them, we love it because we know that we have it, or that we wish that we could have it. That's where, and if you wish that you could, some people like that also get, they won't like certain people, celebrities. Somebody will have something bad to say about Gandhi or Steve Jobs or Dave Grohl, or like, for instance, somebody could say, yeah, well, Dave Grohl, he screams in his music and that makes me feel uncomfortable, and he has tattoos and he says the F word and he curses and this and that. No, I don't like that person. But then people are like, I really like Dave Grohl because, I think it's really cool the fact that he has tattoos. I can't sing the way that he does. The fact that he can scream like that at such a high pitch and still be able to have a good speaking voice and still be able to sing and hold a note, that's incredible. And he says fuck, he says shit, and he just says it normally. He doesn't say it to be grotesque. He's just speaking from from himself. He's being himself, and that's inspiring because he's not afraid of judgment. That's inspiring. You see, two different people, two different sides of the coin. And I'm sure maybe some of you who just watched this and heard me say the F word are like, ooh, I thought this was supposed to be inspirational. You can't be inspirational and curse at the same time. The hell you can. Absolutely. It's all about the meaning that you put behind these words. That's really all it is. My meaning is just an expression, a heightened expression of my message. That's all. That's all. So really, okay. So and the solution here for in regards to judgments is in those moments when you feel that shit come up, when you feel that, and you know what I'm doing right now, you know what I'm feeling, you know what you're feeling, that tension. That tension is from years of pushing this, the judgments, the memories of when you were judged, for being the class clown, when you were judged for, you didn't get her to go with you to the dance, or you didn't get that promotion that you really, really wanted and you thought that you worked hard for, and you're told, oh, maybe in a few months, and you accepted that. And that probably internally, subconsciously made you doubt yourself, where you ended up judging yourself for like, dude, you could have, or hey girl, you could have gone for that. Why didn't you step up? Why didn't you step up? You know your worth. You know you're worth it. You know you've put the hours into it. You know you could have done it. So when you do that for years, it packs in and causes so much tension that when we see others who are living their truth, who are going after what they want, for those who are who stand up for themselves, who show their value, but not in a cocky way, but in a confident way. When some people see those people, it hurts them, and their immediate reaction is canceled. That person's canceled. It's evolved into this, and now with everything that's happening, it's I don't see it as a bad thing, because I think all of this is eventually going to implode on itself. But all it is just is an uprooting of all these traumas of judgment that the entire world has felt throughout their lives, and it's finally uprooting, and it's causing a lot of panic, upset, stuff like that. But look, it's all gonna go away. It's everything's gonna be fine, because I think that this hair is wonderful. Look at that. It's like a side piece alfalfa. Instead of up there, it's on the side here. This is great. Anyway, so the next time you feel, this will get easier as you do it. The next time you feel that you're judging either someone else or yourself, get present with yourself. Ask yourself, why am I feeling this? Okay, I'm feeling it because of this. All right, when else have I felt this way? And then you'll think of maybe something from the last week, last month. Oh yeah, 2 years ago, I really did this thing that, but every time when you remember these times that you felt that specific emotion, chances are, if you dig deep enough, you'll find these memories from your childhood. And as you think about these memories, forgive yourself. If you have to, just put your hand on your shoulder, like just feel that connection. And if you want, close your eyes and imagine looking at yourself, looking at your 4-year-old, your 8-year-old self, 16-year-old self, as like an observer. You see yourself and you say, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Especially I love you. The I love you part is you're forgiving yourself for having felt that, and for having caused, this ripple effect throughout your life where you felt this more and more and more. And the more, as I breathe, it's like the more you do that, the more you release all this tension and you become lighter. And man, it is incredible. It's not easy. It's a commitment. It's some call it shadow work. There are lots of different names for it. I go by shadow work because that's what I've been used to the last few months. But I invite you to try it out if this is something you want to take care of, because It's a beautiful thing, and it's just incredible. And it will ripple into all areas of your life without you even knowing it. People will approach you differently. People, some people that you haven't heard from in a few months, a couple of years, they'll reach out to you. I highly suggest it. So do the thing, take care of yourself, and have an amazing day.